Want to know how to greatly reduce the chance of getting sued in a real estate transaction? It's called disclosure, and we're going to talk about that today. So stand by. All right, welcome back. So the specifics vary from state to state, but every state, including Texas, has some kind of requirement for a written disclosure from a seller to a buyer. And what it does is anything that may affect the value of the property, whether it be structural issues or whatever, needs to be disclosed to the buyer. It's very, very important. So I've got three main points here today we're going to talk about, plus a couple little bonus points. So number one is HOA Info, and you have to disclose what the fees are annually, monthly, how it's paid, that kind of thing. You've got to talk about or furnish the information, the bylaws, and what's called the CC&Rs, or conditions, covenants, and restrictions, that say what the rules are for the neighborhood or the subdivision. And another one that's kind of new is public improvement districts, or PIDs. And these are little districts that are created within a municipality where the owners of the property are actually the ones that help pay for some of the improvements in there, and its assessment that's either paid yearly, one lump sum, or whatever. So all that's got to be disclosed to your buyer. Number two thing, and this is the big one, is our repairs, structural issues, anything that's been fixed in the past, whether it be a roof, foundation repairs, things like that kind of fit into that category. And it's things that you know about, or even I as a realtor, if I know about it, I even have to disclose it to a buyer, and also a buyer's agent as far as that goes. That includes repairs that have been completed. So if 5 years ago you had foundation work done, everything's fine, you still have to disclose that happened. If the roof was replaced, you've got to let the buyers know that that's happened. Floods, things like that would fall into that category too. Electrical or plumbing, if anything like that had any repairs there, that needs to be disclosed, or anything you know about that needs to be repaired. So if the GFCI plug in the utility room doesn't work and you know that, you need to let the buyer know that. Don't wait for the inspector to find out about it. So when in doubt, disclose. If you're wondering, man, do I disclose this, do I not disclose this, does it even matter? I would go ahead and do it just to be on the safe side. All right, number three thing is federal requirements, and these are things that fall under this category, are like lead disclosure, things like that. So if your home was built before 1978, you have to disclose to a buyer that there could be lead-based paint present in this home, whether there is or not. If you don't know, you don't know, but you've got to let them know that that's the case. Okay, so these are the three that I see most of the time in real estate transactions. So if I can ever be of any kind of help to you towards this, if you're selling your house on your own, you've got questions about disclosures, just give me a holler and be glad to help. Talk to you soon.